Thing you always want to do is I take a 3/8 coarse sand roll and I go right around the edges of all the chambers to take any sharp edges off of it. Okay. And now that does is just break that little bit of an edge, trying to help detonation, because the chambers are polished very, very good to 220 grit. And this little bit right here just puts an edge to where when you rake your hand across it, you don't feel no sharpness. So I'm going to go ahead and complete that part of it. Okay, now we'll hit the top side. Like I say, knocking these edges, anything you can do like that. Anything you can do to knock detonation. I know this is going to Denmark and Europe. I don't know what their gasoline quality is. But whatever it is, it sure can't help that right there just assured there's nothing smooth. Of course, if you want to do it right, you do the pistons too. You got a sand roll, knock the edges off the pistons, and I even take and hand blend them. But anyway, just wanted to go over that one little point there. Okay. Okay. The last thing I do here on that is I take a fine polishing wheel. And all I do is just lightly go across the deck surface. Just to remove any sharp edges where the head's been rotated in the fixture. It kind of blends it in where I went in there and knocked the edges of the chain. And also, sometimes that epoxy where you put the tubes in will have a little overhang, or a drop might have landed on the surface. You just don't want anything like that. Alright then, pretty much I think it's about time to rinse them off. I do just lightly touch the intake side because it can have hangovers. That's where the porting tool will pull a little rough edge out. I just lightly dance across the top of it right there just to make sure that it's Alrighty then, that right there concludes it. Now let's rinse these things off and get it back together for CC.